Hello friends. Today we are going to discuss about database or online transaction processing system. We know that database is nothing but the collection of data which is usually associated with some organization or enterprise. Or sometimes we are calling a database is nothing but the collection of facts and figures. Unlike a simple set, data in a database are usually viewed to have a particular structure or schema with which it is associated with. For example, suppose we are having a personal database schema which contains some fields or columns or attributes like ID of the employee, name of the employee, address of the employee, salary of the employee, and job of the employee. These all attributes are associated with the person called the employee. So it's a personal database schema. This schema indicates that each record or tuple in the database has a value for each of these five attributes which are given above. Like ID is definitely having some value, name is having some value, address is having some value, so on and so forth. The data stored in the database are often viewed to be abstract data model or abstract information, you can say, in general. This data model is used to describe the data attributes and relationship amongst the data. The model is independent of particular DBMS used to implement and access the database. A common data model is the entity relationship model, which is shown in the diagram in the next slide. Normally, all the database attributes and its association is given by entity relationship diagram that we will going to discuss within a short time. An entity is nothing but a real world object which is associated with the real world things and which is a distinguishable property which is uniquely identified by its values. A relationship is used to describe the association that is exist between the entities, or you can say between the more than one entities. So this is the ER model. So we are trying to describe a model which is associated with two things, that is employee and its job. Employee is having some attributes like ID, name of the employee, address and salary, whereas job is having the attributes, this entity is having the attributes, that is job number, job designation, pay range, etc., etc. They are having a relationship in between them, that they has a job. The ER model is often used to abstractly view the data independent of DBMS. The structure of the DBMS which shows or views the data is more like a table, and we can have values in the table below the respective attributes. Taking the mathematical perspective, a relation is nothing but the subset of Cartesian product. So relation is not nothing but the subset of the Cartesian product of all the attributes. A relation can be viewed as a subset of product of the domains, like we are having a one uh, formula for this, that relation R is a subset of Cartesian products of all the domain which is having in the table, or you can say the attributes like we consider id, name, address, salary and job. If we have a Cartesian product of all these attributes, then definitely we'll have a subset of, and which is nothing which is sorry, which is associated with the relation. This query language may be based on relational algebra or calculus. Although so many query languages we can use and that have been proposed, the standard language used by most of the DBMS administrators is SQL, that is sequential query language. So we are having a simple example, that is, if you want to retrieve some information from the relation R, we can fire the query like select name. If you want to retrieve the name from the relation R, whose salary is more than 1 lakh. So we can write a query like select name from relation R where salary is greater than 1 lakh. So this will gives you a record for the particular person with the name who is having a salary greater than, or who are having the salary greater than 1 lakh rupees. Thank you.